Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Sadashivasamarambham Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Dayakaram Dantam Dharma Pravartakam Pranamami Dayanandam Madacharya Paramparam. Om Narayanah Paro Vyaktat Andamavyakta Sambhavam Andasyantastvime Lokaha Saptadvipa Chamedini. 34th verse. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha. We saw the meaning of this. Tad vidhi. Tad means what? That which is in the form of this knowledge. Tat is always a shortcut, shorthand for Brahman. What Brahman? Jagat Karanam Brahma as Ishvara. Tat means Ishvara. So this here it doesn't mean Ishvara per se, but Ishvara Jnanam. Tad vidhi. This Jnanam is called Tat because the Jnanam is not separate from what? Subject matter. The subject matter is what? Tat. You can occupy your seat. You can come and occupy your seat. So the knowledge is not separate from what? From the subject matter. The subject matter is not separate from the knower of the knowledge. That's why there is no knower for this knowledge. So this way, the tad vidhi means that tad jnanam. What is that jnanam? Ishvara Atma Aikya Jnanam, the oneness of Ishvara and oneself, that knowledge, vidhi, know this. How to know this? Pranipatena, by learning how to fall down properly. Literally that's what it means. Literally that's what it means. Adi Shankara will translate that for us and say Dirgha Namaskaraha Sashtanga Namaskaraha. We saw that, few lifetimes ago. We saw that. Yeah. Padbhyam, Karabhyam, Janubhyam, Drisha, Urasa, Shirasa, then Vachasa, Manasa. So like this, 8 parts of the body on the floor, and basically you're telling the teacher, I am floored by this knowledge. Oh my God, this is a expression. I am floored means I am brought to the floor. This is so awesome. I really need this badly. You have this, please give it to me. That attitude, it signifies, as we saw, humility, readiness to understand. Readiness to understand. So the proper namaskara is important also. We saw why. Because the enactment of the surrender is what? Has the potential to increase that surrender and make it real. Otherwise, it's like saying, happy birthday, I'm very fond of you, you are my best friend. Oh, what did you get me? Where is the card? Where is this? Actually no wishes also. Don't you know it's my birthday? Yeah. How come you didn't wish me? Because all my wishes is in my heart. What about my present? That too is in my heart. Yeah, so then, so like that it doesn't work. Every relationship is enacted, and so the discovery of the discipleship or the studentship in oneself also necessarily is enacted. It's not enacted for the sake of the teacher like every other relationship, because here the teacher of Vedanta does not want that performance, is not interested in the enactment. But I, as a disciple, in discovering the discipleship, do it anyway. Why? For whose sake? My own sake. Not for the sake of the teacher. The teacher is not going to be spending their day counting how many people did namaskara. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go, 3 down, 4 to go. This is not how any Vedanta teacher is going to spend the time. I do the namaskara for whose sake? Myself. So to put it, in the most inimitable way of Pujya Swamiji, the altar of surrender, the true altar of surrender must not require that surrender. And that is why Vedanta works. Because nothing is required of the student. Even the expectation on part of the teacher, oh, such and such a person should get moksha, that expectation is also not a valid expectation. One teaches without any manipulation and without any expectation of a particular desired outcome. So, outcome vis-a-vis that particular student. So, this is pranipata, pariprashna. Pariprashna means asking relevant questions, not about cricket and stock market and so many other things. What about? About oneself. Who is this which is living in this body, mind, sense complex? Who is this? Sometimes I feel like an imposter. Sometimes I feel okay. Sometimes I don't know what hit me. What is going on? Who is this person? Please teach me. Please take me away from the ocean of samsara by showing it to be what? Notion of samsara. And so like this, the pariprashna, and then what? Seva. Who is the seva for? No? Who is the seva for? Oneself. The answer to every question is, in this verse, is for oneself. Seva is not for the Guru. Guru is not looking, who is going to carry my bag today. No. Guru is not on the lookout for seva. The one on the lookout for seva can never be a Guru. Can never be in that position. So, this is a very important caveat here. I don't look out for seva, even as a student, even as anything. And then the Guru does not need seva. That who is called Guru, the fount of knowledge, doesn't require seva. Why do I do the seva? For my own sake, for the sake of my own growth and my own maturity, my own spiritual awareness, my own emotional growth. That is why I do the seva, Gurukula seva, all that. Then, if these three things are the attitudes and the activities of the students described in the first line, if these three things are there, what are the three things? Pranipata, pariprashna, and seva. If these three things are there, it is assured. Bhagavan gives a promise, an assurance. What is the assurance? Upadekshanti eva. Future tense, from dish, to teach. Upa plus dish, teach. So they will teach. Who are they? Teachers, gurus. They will teach. Upadekshanti eva te. To you, they will teach you. Unto you, tubhyam. They will teach you. Unto you they will give the knowledge. What will they teach? Jnanam, of course. What jnanam? Ishvara, Jiveshvara, Aikya jnanam. The knowledge that I am non-separate from Bhagavan, that only they will give. What else can they give? They are not going to give any other jnanam. They are not interested in anything else. They will give only that jnanam. Upadekshanti te jnanam. Who are these people? They are called Jnaninaha and Tattvadarshinaschcha. Jnaninaha means the one who knows, who has studied under another teacher, Jnaninaha. And then Tattvadarshinaha, so Jnaninaha means what? Shrotriya, the one who has listened. And Tattvadarshinaha means what? Brahmanishtaha. Brahmani eva nishtha yasya saha. So the one who has nishtha means commitment, nitaram sthitihi, always abidance. Nishtha is nitaram sthitihi iti nishtha. So the ever abiding, the abidance is where? Not in what shall I have for lunch, where to go now, what to do, no such thing. The abidance is in the knowledge all the time. Such a person is called what? Brahmanishtha. And so the here called Tattvadarshinaha, the one who sees the reality, as we see the Ganga. The Ganga is so evident and so obvious to us. So therefore the Ganga of knowledge is also so evident, so obvious to them. When? All the time. It's like when you go out of the gate, you will see Ganga. It's not that sometimes I see Ganga and sometimes I see what? Manga. No. All the time what am I seeing? Ganga only. As it is I am seeing. So it's not that sometimes I don't see Ganga, where did it go? Sometimes, so nice it was in the morning I saw Ganga, now I am not able to have Ganga darshan. That is not like that. It is there always and I see it. Similarly for this Brahmanishtha, the knowledge is always with them, nay, the knowledge is them. And so they are never away from it. That is the idea. Bhashya is also very beautiful. Let us see. Tad vidhi. Vidhi, he converts into janihi because it is connected to jna, to know. So, you know this. Lot means imperative. You must know this, in other words. So, lot means the mood, imperative mood, means you must know this, otherwise you have no right to be alive. Why have you got a human body? If you want to continue to enjoy this human body, mind complex, the best thing to do, the only thing to do is there is an urgency there, is to understand this. What is that? Yena vidhina prapte iti. So, how to gain this knowledge? Please understand. Yena vidhina, what is the vidhi? What are the directives here? Please understand. And so what to do? Adi Shankara spells out. Acharyan abhigamya. Abhigamya means approaching. So don't do namaskar suddenly flopping in the middle of the ashram quadrangle. It's not like that. Fall down anywhere you want. No. Where to fall down? After approaching the acharya, in front of the acharya, the namaskara is directed towards the acharya because the verse doesn't specify that. And one may go away thinking, oh, I feel a namaskara coming on. Let me just flop over right here. So no, that's not the idea. Acharyan, approaching the teachers, plural, because many students, many teachers, and one student also may have many teachers, and so Acharyan abhigamya, approaching them, reverentially fall down where? In front of them. So pranipata, he first translates it literally. Prakarshena nichaihi patanam, falling down properly. Nichaihi means down. Patanam, falling down. And then he understands that we who are reading this and studying this are of limited buddhi. So then he translates it into what? Dirgha namaskara. Long namaskara. And in fact, the namaskara in the olden days, if you see some of the movies of Adi Shankara, etc., and if we have time, we can screen one of them. There are many movies in Sanskrit about Adi Shankara. So there, the custom was such that you fall down in front of the teacher, and until the teacher says, get up, you remain fallen down. You remain in the namaskara position. So every student of Vedanta must know yoga because they have to hold that position until the teacher says Uttishta, until the teacher says get up. But now that convention is not followed because we are living in a instant Maggie culture. So instant namaskara. And then sometimes people don't have the time, they are in a rush, or they have knee problems, or so many problems are there, so they just go like this. Okay? Yeah, please consider this, that. Okay? So you should have seen Pujya Swamiji do this. He used to do this very, very interestingly. He would lift one hand and go like that. So I can't imitate him. But so like this, Dirgha Namaskaraha iti, and then tena, then you have to ask the following questions. This is called Pariprashna. Katham bandhaha, katham mokshaha, ka vidya, ka cha avidya. These are the questions. He even tutors as to what to ask. And it looks like he is channeling Viveka Chudamani. Ko nama bandhaha, kathamesha agataha, katham pratisthasya, katham vimokshaha. Ko savatma, kathamesha anatma, tayor vivekam kathametadujyatam. So this is how the student in the Viveka Chudamani text questions the teacher. So, ko nama bandha. What is this thing called bandha? What is this bondage? Kathamesha agataha. How did I get it? How did it come to me? How did it come to me? It's like just like when you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you you have high blood pressure. You see, yesterday I didn't have. Today suddenly I have high BP. What is this thing called hypertension? I don't have any tension. Where did this hypertension come from? Ko nama. What is this thing called hypertension? Kathamesha agataha. How did it come? How did it come to me? Katham pratishtha asya. What is its cause? And then most importantly, katham vimokshaha. How to get rid of this? And the doctor will say, take this pill without fail every single day at the same time. Manage your BP. And the Guru will also say, take this pill. What is that pill? Upanishad pill. Harinama Japa pill. All these things, you take these pills, and then unlike blood pressure, which is only managed and one becomes dependent upon the pill, this pill is a real chill pill. Vedanta pill in the form of Upanishad study is a pill having taken the correct dose in the correct manner as prescribed. No more pills. No more pills. Last pill. This is what is going to be described in the next verse, but we are getting ahead of ourselves. So let's go back here. And then these are the question. Ka vidya. What is this knowledge you talk about? You know, Esha, what is this vidya? And then ka cha avidya. So you say, I suffer from avidya. What is this avidya? Where is it located? Because everybody wants to know. Where is it located? How to root it out? How come I caught avidya? It's not like catching a cold. Avidya, how did I catch? So, iti pariprashnena. Pariprashnena sevaya guru shushrushaya. We have already seen the root of the word shushrusha. What is shushrusha? Shrotum ichha. Very good. Yeah. So shushrushaya, by that. So he shows that by, so shushrushya is often translated as service, because the deep desire to listen makes one do seva so that the teacher is freed to teach. So if the teacher is doing something, that means less time for me. If the teacher is keeping on doing their own work and says, no class today because I have a lot of work and I have to do this, that or this thing, class cancelled. Oh no! Therefore what? Let me help so that the class will not be cancelled, and so I will have a way to continue listening. This is the idea. So the Shushrusha is to help the teacher, not for the teacher's sake, so that my study continues uninterrupted, so that my emotional growth and humility, so the Namaskara, Shushrusha, all these are part of the vidhi to gain this knowledge. And then, evam adina prashrayena. Here also he is channeling the Viveka Chudamani. We will see how. Evam adina prashrayena avarjitaha acharyaha kathayishyanti te jnanam yathokta visheshanam jnaninaha. So evam means in this manner, adina prashrayena. So adina, that which was mentioned before, in the form of what? Prahva prashraya sevanaihi. These are words, employed, deployed in the Viveka Chudamani, verse 37 thereabouts. And what does it say? Tamaradhya gurum bhaktya prahva prashraya sevanaihi prasannam tam something, upadhya or something like that. Prachet jnatavyam atmanaha. So prahva means bending, prahvi bhavaha, bending. Prashraya, here also he says prashrayena. Prashraya means asking proper relevant questions. Rather than say, what is wrong with the world? And what is wrong? Why is the world against me? Instead say, how come I feel victimized? That's, you see the difference. It's the same question, but you see how you own up your thing rather than putting it on somebody else. The world is out to get me. That is the question, not the kind of question that is called pariprashna. Why is it that I have a victim consciousness? Why is it that I have a victim feeling all the time? That is a way of accepting and owning up that the root of the problem is what? Centered on this ahankara, I. Pujya Swamiji's book, first when he wrote, the problem is you, the solution is what? You. Yeah. That's why you have to make a U-turn back to you. And so this tamaradhya, tam gurum aradhya bhaktya, worshipping the teacher. This is Viveka Chudamani, verse 37 or thereabouts. Tamaradhya gurum bhaktya prahva prashraya sevanaihi. Same thing. Prashraya means questioning, proper questions, and then seva. Then prasannam tam anuprapya prichet jnatavyam atmanaha. So see, anuprapya, gaining them or getting them to the place of being pleased with you. What is this pleased guru? Displeased guru? Yeah. Pleased means what? The one who is a Vedanta person is always pleased or displeased? Pleased. So when the student comes and then does some maska, what is that? Apple polishing. Yeah, does a long namaskara and then brings guru chocolates or whatever the guru likes, brings that and fans the guru with a fan and then does arati, not at the same time, because then the arati lamp will go off if it's both at the same time, one after the other, fans the guru with a chamara and then does arati, puts flowers at the feet, does baby pada puja and all this. Then the guru says, ha ha ha, wonderful, yes, I will teach you. And the other one, who may be sincere but doesn't come with all the paraphernalia, and then the guru says, shoo, you're not a mumukshu. This is, what is this? This is pakshapata. This is what? This is taking sides. This is not okay. So what do you mean? This was something that used to intrigue me in my own studies. When I first encountered this in various texts, in all the bodhas, Atma Bodha, Tattva Bodha, Aparokshanubhuti, Dindima, Vedanta Dindima, this, that, there everybody says you have to please the Guru. Please the Guru means what? Please doesn't mean pleased like one wants to be pleased. You see laddu in the bhandara and immediately all the 32 come out. 28 because nowadays they take out wisdom teeth, which is sad. But anyhow, so all the 28 teeth come out And so that's not the pleasure here or pleased or satisfied we are talking of in that sense. The pleasedness of the Guru has to do with your demonstration of your qualifications, your adhikaritvam to the Guru. So pleased with what? Not with you as a person who is offering some seva and some what is that? Some prasad, some offerings, etc. No. Pleased means satisfied here. Contented with what? With your eligibility for this knowledge. These are the ways to show that you are eligible for this knowledge. And so the Guru who is pleased or who is satisfied with your eligibility for the knowledge alone will teach. Otherwise the teaching cannot take place. Because what's the use? If somebody just comes and does all the things because it is there, it is written there and it's easy to mimic. Yeah, I can do namaskar, check. I can ask a few questions, check. I can do some seva, massage the Guru's legs and then done. Okay, I'm done. But the teacher will be able to discern the longing and the yearning and the sincerity coming from the depth of the heart without having any other pressures. This is very important. You have to be able to show the teacher that you have let go of other props. And again, we recycle back to the Vivek Chudamani, where the student makes an impassioned plea to show that he or she is eligible. Durvara samsara davagni taptam. Taptam, scorched by what? Durvara samsara davagni, by the forest fire of this horrible samsara, by the outrageous karma fires, karma phala fires are coming, consuming me. Dodhuyamanam duradrishtavataihi, bad karma winds are repeatedly shaking me up. Bhitam prapandam, I am terrified of everything including myself. Paripahi mrityoho, save me from this fear of endings, fear of death. Twadanyam sharanam na jane, I don't know any other refuge than you. You means not the person. The lineage, the teaching, the principle here, which operates here in the form of Guru. I surrender to that because there is no other way. That the teacher has to know, that this person understands that there is no other way to gain this knowledge. Not that, I will attend all the classes, but in my spare time, I will go and start a business. It's a spiritual business, agarbatti business, How to make, what is they called, those, what is it called? Incense. Yeah. Guru will be incensed, okay, if you do that. So, I will start one agarbatti business. It's spiritual. You see, everybody uses it for God only. And so, or I will do this, but then I will also try at the same time all these other things as a sole way of gaining this knowledge. I will keep other things also going. What are the other things I will keep going? I will say, somebody says, catch the nose, and then you will get what? Moksha. Other person says, catch the toes. Catching the toes is difficult because there is big Madhya Pradesh in the way. Okay, so catch the nose, catch the toes. Look here, look there, don't look at all. All these things, so many things are there. Look for blue light. There is one Neela Bindu Upanishad which is not understood at all. And then you close the eyes when you see blue light, yellow light, blue light. Is what? Diwali or what? Why are you seeing all these colored lights? You see, that means you have seen Atma. All these things are very, very attractive. So here one comes to the teacher and says there is no other refuge than you, but at the same time you keep all the other fires also burning, other options up in the air, thinking that one of them will strike. Okay, somehow I'll get moksha. More options means better, no? It's just like the stock market. You don't put all your money in one thing. Oh, that's bad, especially now with the war and everything. If you put all the money in oil, what happens? Yeah. Not a very slick option. So then if you consult a, what are they called? Venture capitalist, the one who is advising you how to diversify your portfolio. And then you, idhar thoda, udhar thoda, here a bit, there a bit. So that if this part of the stock market crashes, you still have things on the other side. If that part crashes, you have to have this. And the same diverse portfolio enters the head of this mumukshu also. Same thing, this is all samsarik. It will work for vyavahara. It will not work for this paramarthika pursuit. The pursuit of this knowledge, the knowledge being non-separate from you, moksha being non-separate from you, knowledge is the only way. This until one understands, no matter how much prakhva, what is that called? Pranipata, pariprashna, seva one does, it is not enough. One has to see this. One has to have what in the second chapter is called vyavasayatmika buddhihi eka iha. That is the only thing. Please understand that the problem is with ignorance. So you can't, just like this is not your life savings that you put in various portfolios and then hope that something will hit and then you will become a billionaire. That is not how it is. So here you can't hit the moksha jackpot by liquefying your attention, by saying, okay, in the morning I will do this and hope that that will stick. Somebody else says, catch this, catch that, go here, go there, go for pilgrimage, and vasanakshaya has to take place. So the rest of the time I am washing the karma out. This is not neti dhauti. Okay? Yeah. You can wash out your intestines, no problem. But then for this, it will only, all the things that you do are at best an indirect ways of preparing for this knowledge. Nothing is wasted, nothing is wrong. But this connection between ajnanam and jnanam, we have to be able to see. And when the Guru sees that you have seen that, then the teaching will take place and the teaching will take root. That is what is talked about here. So, avarjitaha acharyaha. Avarjitaha means the teacher, the teachers themselves are humbled by your understanding. They themselves are pleased means they are humbled. They are convinced by your understanding. They are overjoyed by your understanding. Upadekshanti, kathayishyanti. They will teach. And until when? Until the knowledge takes place, they will teach. It's a commitment. And sometimes, since the knowledge takes more than one life, it's a lifelong commitment. So, te jnanam, yathokta visheshanam, qualified by the previous adjectives, yathokta lakshanam jnanam, characterized by everything that was said earlier, te upadekshanti. Te means ke jnaninaha. Jnanavantaha api, jnaninaha means the ones who know. How did they know? They studied from their teacher, who studied from his teacher, who studied from her teacher. So the lineage is highlighted here. Shrotriya we have to take. And then he adds, Jnanavantaha api kechit yathavat tattvadarshana shilaha apare na ataha vishinashti tattvadarshinaha iti. So, jnanavantopi, meaning people may have gone through what? The Shravanam, Mananam, etc. They have their own teachers, they have gone through. But some jnanavantopi, they know. But then they have the ability to make that knowledge one's own may be still in process. Not every Shrotriya is what? A Brahmanishtha. That is the idea. Not every Shrotriya is a Brahmanishtha, and so therefore, Tattva Darshana Shilaha. So, Tattva Darshana Shilaha means only some. Kechid yathavat Tattva Darshana Shilaha. That is the phrase. Jnanavantopi, everybody is a Shrotriya. Out of the Shrotriya, Kechid, only a few are what? Yathavat, as they should be, Tattva Darshana Shilaha. The ability to see Bhagavan everywhere, to ability to see everything as Ishvara, and the ability to see everything as an extension of their own self is what? Is available to some people alone, Kechit, and therefore the Bhagavad Gita, Vishinashti. Vishinashti means differentiates from Shish. Seventh conjugation, Vishinashti, Shinashti, and the V is added. So, Vishinashti. Vishinashti means highlights, separates, underscores, discriminates, by showing both these words in the same line, because they have two separate meanings, Adi Shankara tells us. If it was the same meaning, why to say it twice? It would just be redundant. But here, please don't think the Bhagavad Gita is being redundant. Why is it not being redundant? Because it is showing. It is showing what is happening here, and then that is what is going to be highlighted. And then, so this is Tattvadarshinaha, Vishinashti. Ye samyak darshinaha taihi upadishtam jnanam karyakshamam bhavati. So, ye samyak darshinaha, those who have the assimilated vision, samyak darshanam. So, samyak darshinaha means the one who are capable, who have the Sheela for samyak darshanam, for proper understanding. Those who have the capacity of gaining this proper understanding, taihi upadishtaha, taihi upadishtam jnanam. The knowledge taught by them alone is what? Fruitful. So, because if one is taught by a teacher who doesn't know, then what will happen? Nothing will happen. That's all. Answer is very simple. Nothing. Now, what will happen? Nothing will happen. It has to touch the heart. The teaching has to touch the heart. It has to go from the heart of the teacher to the heart of the student. It's a heart-to-heart connection. We say Karna Parampara, from the mouth-ear connection, we can say that, or better yet, heart-to-heart connection. And what is this? So it has to touch the heart. It has to stir something in the heart. Otherwise, the teaching is not effective. So, taihi upadishtam jnanam. So, the knowledge taught by them, upa plus dish plus past passive, kta, participle. Upadishtam jnanam. Karyakshamam bhavati. Karyakshamam means it will have the kshamata. Kshamata to do its job. What is the job of knowledge? Self-knowledge? No, moksha is already there. What is the job of self-knowledge? To spirit away atma ajnanam. So then only it will be effective. So the knowledge that is taught by somebody who is both these mentioned afore, what are the two words? No, use the shloka words. What are the shloka words? Jnanin and Tattvadarsin. So, by the one who has studied properly and the one who has assimilated the knowledge, only then it will be effective, not otherwise, to show that the next verse is started. What is that? Itarat iti bhagavataha matam. So, this bhagavataha matam means not the opinion of Bhagavan. Matam here is sometimes even Lord Krishna uses. Iti me matam. No, it's not his opinion. My opinion versus your opinion. Krishna's opinion versus one Ajnani's opinion. They are not in a par. Matam means this is a fact. Teaching here. It is a fact that is unfolded by Bhagavan in the next two verses, but here this is something which is we will study in the Kathopanishad also. First of all, second chapter, and then 8th verse. Na narena avarena proktaha esha suvigneyaha bahudha chintyamanaha ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. Atarkyam hi atarkyam anupramanat. So, na narena Avarena narena proktaha eshaha. What is that? Eshaha Atma suvigneyaha. Avara means what? Inferior. Somebody who has not studied or attended a few classes here and there, attended a 1 week camp over there, and then what? And then sitting on a stool somewhere on the banks of the Ganga, calling all the people, and then saying, I'm giving my own satsang now. People do that. And same thing in all indigenous cultures. I mean, people who are called shamans means like whole life after life they have studied, so much they have studied. And then there is a weekend class on how to become a shaman. 4 hours a day, weekend intensive. And then what? I am a shaman. This is all just this nonsense. Without understanding the depth of this knowledge, avarena narena proktaha eshaha na suvigneyaha. Why? Bahudha chintyamanaha. Because one comes to various conclusions because of what? Because of one's own shortcomings, because of one's own subjectivity. But Ananya prokte. Ananya means the one who has become one with the knowledge. Many meanings are there for this verse. It's very beautiful shloka. Ananya prokte gatihi atra nasti. Gatihi means there is no other option. All the options are siphoned, swallowed up in the wake of whose teaching? Ananya means the one who has become one with the knowledge. Gatihi means any other options are gone. Another meaning for the word gati is durgatihi, atra nasti. There is no bad lot coming to the person. And then one more meaning is this ananya prokte. Gatihi means you can that a and ga, there is what? Engaf padantad ati, there is a sutra, the a is elided. One more meaning we can give, ananya prokte agatihi atra nasti. Agatihi means not understanding is not possible at all in the wake of this kind of a teacher. So, the one who is one with the knowledge. Why? Because this is not understood by logic. Atarkyam. Anupramanat means it is very subtle, like an atom. Very subtle and bahudha chintyamanaha, coming to various wrong conclusions. That problem is there. It is subtle. That's the first problem. Therefore, you come to various conclusions about this I. Second problem. And the third problem is what is that? Not understood by anything in the world. Logic. Not possible. So therefore, this is the only method. Very, very important verse. And then Adi Shankara, introducing the next verse, says, Tathacha sati idamapi samartham vachanam. So only if this 34th verse is understood in this way, the 35th will make sense. Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanyasheshena Drakshyasyatmanyatho mayi. Together. Yajñātvā na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanyasheshena Drakshyasyatmanyatho mayi. Yajñātvā. Jñātvā means what? Having flown a kite. No? Yeah. Having known. Yajñātvā na punaha moham yasyasi. Punaha moham na yasyasi. Ya, to go. Yasyasi, will go. Will go where? To delusion again. Where did I come from? Delusion. From delusion to delusion will I go? No. Not if I have been taught by Jnani and Tattvadarshi. Not if I have these qualifications. So the first line, qualifications of the student. Second line, qualifications of the teacher. And it's a dynamic duo. And this combination will never fail. Never ever will it fail. So therefore what? Yad jnatva, knowing in this manner, evam jnatva, knowing in this manner, this knowledge that I am non-separate from everything, that Ishvara is myself alone, I am non-separate from Ishvara, Jagat is non-separate from Ishvara, everything has its being in Ishvara, and in fact, if I am non-separate from Ishvara, everything has its being where? In me. In me. That Paramatma is who? Myself alone. So, na punar moham yasyasi. It's not like you got a glimpse. One aha moment came in the class. Yes, I got it. It lasted until I ran down the stairs and wore the footwear. Yes. And then after that it became dim. And then it went away. And then I yelled at another student. Why? Because punar moham came. Again moham came. Moham is delusion. So, in the beginning it may seem like that because there is a lot of overcrowding of the subjectivity, powered by, steered by the ragadveshas. But in this manner, with this kind of a commitment and with a committed exposure to this knowledge, when one studies, the moha will not come back. This is something that is iterated in every chapter because there is a universal hopelessness among everybody, amongst all the beings everywhere. It's not a American hopelessness versus Indian hopelessness versus Chinese hopelessness versus African hopelessness. No, it's a universal hopelessness. Because if ajnanam is there, hopelessness will be there. Definitely. It's a offshoot of ajnanam. It's a unrecognized, ostracized child of ajnanam, because nobody wants to accept this child of ajnanam. How will I get there? I'll never find what I want. I'll never get what I want. This is true of even this hopelessness is even true of Vyavaharika. What to talk of Paramarthika? I'll never get what the other person has. I'll never get what I want. See, when I want something, I never get. This is the hopelessness. And that hopelessness here is of course directed to Atmajnanam also, because it is there for everything. Why should Atmajnanam be spared? And Atmajnanam seems to, take such a long time. It's not like chocolate cake. Chocolate cake hopelessness is assuaged by what? Going to some bakery, immediate, instant gratification. But the knowledge doesn't seem instant. Well, it is instant, instantly gained, instantly lost. That's what it seems. And Bhagavan Krishna, knowing this, that this is a historical hopelessness. Wherever there is jiva, there will be hopelessness. Wherever there is a separation from Ishvara, that is the cause of hopelessness. Hopelessness is the cause of sorrow. And so wherever there is jivatvam, jivaness, I'm accepting the ajnanam, I'm accepting the hopelessness will reign supreme. And so therefore, as I said, it is universal. There was no time in history people were not afflicted by hopelessness. And doesn't matter what religion you belong to. There is no Hindu hopelessness and Christian hopelessness. No such thing. There is hopelessness. Simple. And so therefore, it can take many, many forms based on one's own emotional makeup, one's own culture, etc. But this hopelessness is there. Recognizing this, Bhagavan Krishna gives the promise. Evam jnatva punaha moham what? Na yasyasi. You will not go back to that place of hopelessness. You will not go back to that place of delusion. This is the reason why people don't take this knowledge seriously. This is why they do not invest in this knowledge. Because any investment, I need dividends, correct? I need returns. So that's why when I invest my money, what do? I go to the the person or the agency or the institution that's giving the most interest and quickest interest. That's where I go. If somebody is saying maybe 1%, maybe 2%, and maybe not, will I invest the money there? No. For some reason, because of the hopelessness, the investment in the knowledge is not understood. Why? Because I still have to hone in my discipleship. The discipleship is not honed in, so everything else seems attractive, and here there is hopelessness because I feel like I won't get this. The person sitting next to me here, yeah, they seem smart, they will get this. Person on the other side will get this. Person sitting in the back will get this. The person sitting in the front will get this. Not me. Who am I? Just a small fry. How will I get this knowledge? Lack of self-confidence, hopelessness, many names it goes by. Here, Bhagavan is giving us a hanky to wipe the eyes with. And a promise. Evam jnatva na punar moham yasyasi. O Pandava, you who are the correct scion, the descendant of this wonderful, very dharmic king called Pandu. You have dharma on your side. If dharma is on your side, the knowledge cannot be far away. And even if you feel like I'm getting it, but I'm not getting it, stay with this knowledge. Taught properly and accepted properly, received properly, this knowledge is not going to fool you. This knowledge is not a waste of time. And it is not gained instantly and lost instantly. It seems like that. It is gained, and then it's more of a growing sense of clarity. And then, so what is this knowledge? Yena, by which knowledge? Bhutani asheshena. Asheshena means without anything left. Bhutani drakshyasi. You will see all the beings. Arre, I don't want the knowledge to see all the beings. That too in the future. Drish, drakshyasi, you will see. I'm already seeing all the beings. This one is bashing up the other one. That one is saying mummy, mummy and crying. And the one is eating, one is drinking, one is crawling on the floor. I'm seeing already all the beings. Asheshena, without fail, without anything. Shesha means without any residue, without any remnant. Already I'm seeing all the beings. What is there? You yena bhutani asheshena drakshasi. No. No. Atmani drakshyasi. Atmani drakshyasi means they will all have their situation where? Where will all these beings be located? In me. This also causes problems because the locative case makes one go loco if it's not understood properly. We will see that. So, yena bhutani asheshena. So, asheshena means without any residue. Asheshena bhutani, second case bhutani, second case plural. So, bhutani drakshyasi. You will see all the beings. Where? Atmani. Atmani, here you should see as Atmana, Ittham Bhute Tritiya. You can look at it like that. You will see it as yourself, as non-separate from yourself. Without any residue, every being on this earth, small, big, contentious, friendly, inimical and neutral, all of them you will see as what? An extension of yourself alone. Does that happen now? Say no, so we can quickly go forward. Yeah, it is not happening now. Maybe on a good day, it happens for 5 minutes. Somebody cuts in the lunch line, okay, they must be hungry, let them go. Chhod diya. Today I have let them be. So one can be accommodative for 2.5 minutes one day and be in one's glory because some class, some powerful verse came and some powerful verse in the Upanishad or some shloka in the Gita came and I feel I'm forever transformed, and then I will say, yes, I have to live up to this verse as myself. Yes, you are non-separate from me. I can think. For how long? For as long as it takes to say that sentence. Okay. And then after that, it's just back to business as always. This is the problem. But here it says, no, this moha will not come back. This is like a glimpse of this clarity you have, and which is what is making you seek this knowledge and keep coming through, through every 3-month course that is there, keep repeatedly applying. Yes, we are looking at the applications. So, to keep repeatedly applying, then that means what? That means that there is hope. Even in the midst of hopelessness, what is there shining? Hope shines. That means what? Hopelessness is not my Swarupa at all. And if I can have glimpses of this oneness at times, then I can have glimpses, then that glimpse can become a forever reality. And so, Asheshena Atmani Drakshasi, so not only that, Atha Mai, and you will see all the beings in yourself, and where are you? You are in me. You will see them as an extension of yourself and as an extension of me, because you are one with me. Very affectionate verse, beautiful verse, full of promise, and what that promise has to entail we will see in the next class. So today what is there? All the classes are there, and then satsang we will continue with that Mandukya. We can have 1 hour today and 1 hour tomorrow. Okay, and then I have got reliable and repeated reports that people take these video, whether it's Pujya Swamiji's or any other video course we are offering, they take it lightly, and people are seen everywhere except where they should be. Okay, and so this is, let me remind you that it is it is compulsory, and if people continue to behave like children, then we will be forced to treat you that way, and then we will start taking attendance. Okay, yeah. And the attendance sheet will be given to Swamiji, will be sent to him. Okay, every night it will be sent to him. Every next morning, if it's a night attendance, next morning it will be sent to him. And so this is what we are going to do. All right. So tonight and tomorrow, 1 hour, we will see this, or 45 minutes, we will see the next one. You have the next one, right? Yeah. So we will see that and complete the Mandukya Upanishad. We may need one more day, we will see. So today is what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe we will finish it. Or if we need more, then Friday we can have Q&A, and then we will do Sunday, Monday or something like that. All right. Yeah. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Guru